AerCap has warned that possible tariffs could actually increase the price of Boeing planes and push airlines to purchase from European rival Airbus instead. Spurred on by lots of political uncertainty across the United States, the effects are certainly felt on aircraft customers, ranging from airlines to leading aircraft lessors. In a worst-case scenario, when speaking with CNBC, the CEO of AerCap, a leading aircraft lessor that aims to provide solutions to airlines in need of capacity, stated that we could see a jump in Boeing plane prices. The CEO's comments also come only moments after it confirmed that it is seeing very steady improvements in Boeing, thanks to a major investment in overall culture and safety following many incidents taking place across recent years. Focusing on the 787 Dreamliner, for example, the CEO tipped the prices, which could rise a further USD 40 million on top of the previously list price value. This a very popular model, but it is surrounded by tariffs and the threats of these that would increase the price. And while this example is isolated to just the one aircraft, in, again, I'll reiterate, a worst-case scenario, the prices for commercial aircraft across Boeing would likely rise by 25%, according to the executive. The belief remains that if this was to occur, prices would be out of control, and airline customers would likely be unwilling to pay the amount required for aircraft and would seek alternatives. This is not the first time we've heard discussions about potential airlines looking away from Boeing if these situations were to continue worsening. In recent weeks, we've had airlines and executives come out and discuss the prospect of putting their bucket maybe more in the camp of Airbus if it becomes more challenging for Boeing. Even Airbus themselves have said they may be forced to prioritize customers away from the United States if things continue getting more messy. Typically, however, when airlines order aircraft, there are significant discounts handed down. While these are not publicly disclosed, you'll never see an airline actually pay the full list price value. But if the prices were to increase and you pair added complications with dealing with the American plane maker, the lessor argues that the appetite to actually purchase from Boeing would not be as strong. You'd need a really good, compelling reason to go down that route. This opens up the opportunity for Airbus, according to them, to secure market share. Kelly, their CEO, stated that if prices rose, more airlines would turn to the plane maker's offering, a decisive move that would increase Airbus's market share in many sectors. However, there remains concerns that if prices were to increase, well, Airbus, which already has a very healthy backlog and faces its own production constraints, would be unable to keep up with the surging requirement to provide aircraft. This factor has unsurprisingly led airlines such as Cebu Pacific to actually express interest in a new commercial airliner from Brazilian plane maker Embraer that made the waves around papers, YouTube channels, and more last year based on comments and technical feasibility studies undertaken. Cebu Pacific believes that the specifications of this proposed Embraer narrow-body plane that would rival Airbus and Boeing would be to them of great interest if it was something Embraer moved forward with, as it would give them a solution to the ongoing backlogs at Airbus and Boeing, which are preventing some airlines from acquiring their aircraft when they need them most, as they may not be, say, physically able to put an order in 10 years in advance. Despite this, Fitch, which is key for analysing businesses and current market outlooks, says that this is truly a worst-case scenario. They do feel currently that there is no impact on the price point of Boeing's commercial aircraft at this stage, and it is why AerCap is saying it's a worst-case scenario. You never truly know how the industry is going to pan out. I personally wanted to cover this story because it's interesting. AerCap has a massive role in our aviation industry, and while you may not hear about them, say, on a consistent basis, because they are not physically an airline, their importance cannot be understated at all. Keen to hear your take down below in the comments. Of course, trying to keep it down there as respectful as possible. I know tariffs and political situations can be very touchy, but let's say the price was to increase. How are you reacting if you were an airline executive? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care. Be safe. Please be as respectful as possible down below in the comments. I want everyone to feel as welcome as possible. I know I can't really control that, but I can just kindly ask.
And we'll fly.